Hey YouTube, it's your boy, Analysis, and for my 525,601 subscriber special, I'm going to continue our conversation about two controversial subjects. This time, it's religion and DBZ. It's a risky topic, so I'm going to need some help from my best grill. Give it up for Analysis!
Yes, we did this already. Just start the video and call me Drew.
In our last video, we explored the political situation in Dragonball Z and what a tangled web of confusion that is. At the end, we discovered that this disorganization and weirdness extends all the way to the Afterlife, which is also a mess of bungled bureaucracy and mixed up hierarchy. But first we asked the question, is Goku an atheist? Goku has met the highest positions in the Afterlife and interacted with them regularly. It's no question that he believes in these beings because he knows them firsthand. But does he worship or regard them as deities in any way? Or does he regard them the way a non-religious historian who believes Jesus was a man who lived, but doesn't consider him a messiah might? To answer that...
Yes, sure, he's an atheist.
Let's take a look
He's the atheist of them all. Who cares? Now stop the video immediately.
Say what? What's going on?
I have breaking news. We have to go back to the last video, and ask ourselves, is Goku a cuck?
We already went over that. He's the biggest in the universe.
No, we made a mistake. We overlooked crucial evidence. An anonymous source sent me this file. We can't let this case lie until we've poured over every bit of material there is.
Okay. Well, guys, looks like this is gonna be our first ever Analysis video. Capitalism rules.
Capitalism gave us everything we have.
No, labor did. And why did it have a Z at the end of rules like you're desperately trying to be cool?
Because now that all the trendy kids are layabout communists like you, capitalism is the new counterculture.
Ugh, the current culture can't be the counterculture, idiot.
We're not talking politics today. That was the last video. Today, we're digging deeper into the darkest and best kept secret in Dragon Ball. Who is Gohan's father?
Huh? It's Goku, of course.
Is it? I present to you Exhibit A.
I know you're angry, but tell me what I promised you, please?
You're serious? You really can't remember? Fine! I'll tell you the promise you broke! You said that I would be your bride! You promised to marry me!
Say what?
I would think even you could remember that one!
Hey, Krillin, what's a bride?
A man who doesn't know what marriage is, and indeed regularly has difficulty distinguishing male from female. Doesn't sound like a man who knows what sex is.
Yeah, but that probably changed once he got married.
Do you really believe that?
Sure.
Exhibit B.
Trunks! よく口と口くっつけんな。
貴様、したことないのか？
当たり前だろう。
結婚しているじゃないか。
なんか関係あんのか、それが。
もういい。
Okay. I admit that he's really weird about ditching his wife and kids a lot, and putting his wife and kids through walls and hitting them sometimes, when they disagree with him mostly. But just because he's a bad husband and father, it doesn't mean he didn't father Gohan.
Ah, patience, my red-hearted friend. This is where Exhibit C and the anonymous file I received come into play. Take a look at this. Goku and his second son, Goten. They look identical. Their hair even falls in the exact same style.
Yeah, so Goten's definitely his son. What are you saying?
Now take a look at this for comparison.
Okay, but that's only one picture. Besides, genetics are a strange thing. Maybe Gohan took after Chi-Chi a little more than Goten did.
Perhaps, or perhaps there's a better match out there. Behold, the most important document in the file, the piece de resistance, Exhibit D.
Ah! No way! Impossible! You're saying... not Yamcha!
Nearly every hairstyle the same. There was no need for a side character like Yamcha to have so many variations to his hair. There was certainly no need to match them exactly with Gohan. It isn't just one or two styles either, it's practically all of them. If it wasn't for Yamcha's scars, they'd be indistinguishable from one another.
Okay, hold the phone for a hot sec real quick. This is impossible. Gohan can go Super Saiyan. That means he has to have Saiyan blood. Yamcha and Chi-Chi are both human. And we know for certain Chi-Chi is Gohan's mom, therefore Goku has to be the dad.
Not necessarily. It's possible either Chi-Chi or Yamcha could have Saiyan blood far back in their bloodline that neither of them knows about. They are both extraordinarily powerful by human standards.
Objection! I think not. According to Akira Toriyama, the series creator, a person must have at least half Saiyan ancestry to become Super Saiyan. Anything more diluted than that, and they can't achieve it. This is the reason Pan can't become Super Saiyan despite being a fighter, and why Bra/Bulla/Brazira, or whatever you call her, hypothetically could.
Distant descendants managed it in Dragon Ball GT.
Which is considered non-canon. Try again.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
Even less canon.
Alright, I concede the point to you. But it doesn't really matter, because there's a way for Yamcha to have fathered Gohan and for Gohan to possess Saiyan blood.
Inconceivable.
You forget, the world of Dragon Ball is a magical place with a certain set of mystical artifacts. One might even call them titular.
No! I should be more careful.
At some point, when Chi-Chi became pregnant by Yamcha, she snuck off and gathered the Dragon Balls all on her own. Not too difficult to feat by the strongest woman in the world at that time.
That's quite a claim.
Chi-Chi wished upon the Eternal Dragon for the child in her womb to be Goku's. But she didn't specify the child should have Yamcha's parentage removed. So like a twisted genie, the dragon only added Goku's genes to the existing ones.
Explaining Gohan's appearance and why he looks so much more like Yamcha than Goku. But why would Chi-Chi cheat on Goku at all?
You said it yourself. Goku doesn't know what marriage is, doesn't know what it means to be a husband. She used to be a princess, now she finds herself living like a peasant. Isolated on Mount Paozu, miles away from civilization. She cooks, cleans, farms, does everything for Goku. And he doesn't even seem to notice or care.
Why are you grabbing me?
Unfortunately, the same childlike innocence that makes him so detached and pure also makes him a terrible adult unable to commit and put what's expected of him into a relationship. Goku doesn't think twice about abandoning her at the end of the series without even saying goodbye. In fact, for that entire relationship, Goku doesn't even have a job!
He has his prize winnings from the martial arts tournament.
Which he can eat through in a day with his appetite. They must be living off of the Ox King's nest egg, which can't be too extravagant seeing their living conditions. Do they even have electricity in their rinky-dink little cottage?
That's heavy.
Like a gravity chamber.
But just because this proves Chi-Chi has a motivation doesn't mean it happened. I mean, Yamcha's with Bulma during the time period that Gohan is conceived.
Is he?
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling.
Take that!
How do you know my name is Chi-Chi?
If you really want to know the truth, my darling, I'm in love with you ever since I first set eyes on you. Truly.
Oh, come on. That was a con. It doesn't count.
Oh? Was Chi-Chi's proposal to Goku any more legitimate?
I'm in love with you, Goku.
Love? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I guess not.
The point is, this proposal may have stuck in Chi-Chi's mind, and when she got lonely, Yamcha may have been the first person she thought of, even if she initially only sought him out as a friend. Now, let's flash to the first time we see Bulma and Yamcha in Dragon Ball Z. What are they doing?
Fighting.
Exactly. The two had a rocky relationship, always breaking up and getting back together again. It's possible that during one of these breaks...
Oh no. And that's why she's mad at Yamcha.
Bingo.
But this is all circumstantial. You don't have any proof that Yamcha's ever been interested in anyone but Bulma.
Don't I? Roll clip.
Her and Vegeta? I can't even wrap my head around that one.
Well, she got tired of Yamcha playing the field, I think she called it. So she finally kicked him out on his ear.
Now this scene has been hotly debated by fans since it aired. Some say Trunks' words translate as, Yamcha was fickle. Others claim Trunks flat out says Yamcha cheated on Bulma. Either way, it was his lack of commitment which drove her to leave him for Vegeta. But they had similar problems and fights in the past. Why would this one be any different? Unless she found out...
About Chi-Chi.
Yes, this makes everything different. There's no time like after barely surviving Frieza or being wished back to life after being killed by a Cyberman to blurt out the truth.
But Yamcha is dead in Trunks' future, which means he heard this version of events from Bulma. Of course she's going to say Yamcha cheated. She's not going to admit she was the cheater. Trunks is an unreliable narrator in this instance.
Trunks never denies that Bulma cheated though. He doesn't say either way. And what better motivation for cheating than to get back at your already cheating ex?
I think I need to lie down.
Have I left you speechless?
I just remembered something. It's not just the hair, it's the clothes!
Huh?
Let me do some research real fast. Cue the montage. Aha! It's not just the hair. Drew, you were right. It's also the clothes. Gohan wears all of Yamcha's old clothes. There's no reason for this. No other two characters do this. Why would the mangaka draw it this way? It had to have been intentional. Both the hair and clothes? No way this was coincidence. The only other character he does this with is Piccolo, who is blatantly a father figure to Gohan. Even if we don't accept that Yamcha fathered Gohan, Chi-Chi is still dressing her son and cutting his hair to match Yamcha's. That's gotta signify having feelings for him, if not a full-out secret relationship.
So you've come to my way of thinking at last.
It's more than that. Remember the wish at the end of the Cell Saga? Yamcha mentions wanting to wish for an expensive necklace that his girlfriend wants.
I don't remember that one.
That's because your file there only references the anime dub, you Philistine! I watch both sub and dub and read the manga. I'm egalitarian like that.
If you say so.
The thing is, we never see the girlfriend. Not in all of DBZ or GT or Super. Not in any of the movies. Not in any of the filler. Even Krillin had an entire filler arc about some random girl he dates and who disappears forever after they break up. But Yamcha, Bulma's original boyfriend and the first big rival to Goku in the series, who has lost his major love interest, doesn't get anything more than a passing mention about moving on and finding love? Or maybe...
The girlfriend's identity is a secret because we already know her.
Exactly! I gotta hand it to you, Drew. I think you're really onto something here.
Thank you. I do try.
No one in the Dragon Ball world is more beta than Yamcha, so now it's been proven scientifically that Goku is the biggest cuck in the universe. Man, that was a crazy roller coaster of emotions. But you know what? I like this theory. It means Chi-Chi and Yamcha aren't left all alone and heartbroken while the ones they love either move on or forget about them to pursue their own interests. These two characters are so unappreciated and disrespected in canon, it's nice to imagine they found their own patch of happiness together.
It also gives Goten a father figure while Goku is gone.
Gohan's probably not happy about it, but he's got Piccolo, so he's okay.
Yamcha would do well working the farm and living off the land. Hell, he used to be a charismatic bandit. Perhaps he could put some of his street smarts to use as a salesman and sell their produce at a farmer's market in town.
Yeah, organic stuff is all the rage with rich people. He could provide for Chi-Chi and the kids. Plus, after years of dealing with Bulma's criticisms and sometimes outrageous demands, he'd feel so much more appreciated by Chi-Chi. Goku set the bar so low that any thanks or consideration at all would be amazing to her.
Oh, sleep if you must. I'll keep the vigil. Heart aflame like a lighthouse in the night while my hopeful eyes cast their searching light.
Man, you should really write that down.
Why, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
Not to mention willingness to work.
And not just on the field.
Oh, stop it.
The Princess and the Bandit. Sounds like some trashy romance novel.
And that's a bad thing?
Hell no, it's perfect! Yamcha and Chi-Chi, I wish you all the best.
Honestly, Goku probably doesn't even understand or care.
He's just happy his family is happy. What a simpleton.
So, Annie, do you accept defeat?
No way! It's not defeat if I switch sides. I win! I still don't think that Yamcha fathered Gohan, but I definitely think something's going on between Yamcha and Chi-Chi. Now to write me some fanfics.
Ugh, classic Annie. I'm going to read some Ayn Rand to make myself feel better.
Then I'm gonna play Bioshock in the background to remind you that your ideology is demonstrably wrong.
Why are we friends again?
Cause we're both obsessed with Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, that must be it.
Let me get my Xbox.
And not at all for unrequited love.
You say something?
No! No!
Oh, cause you should tell him to support us on Patreon.
Support us on Patreon! Thanks!
Vegeta, where are you going?
None of your concern, woman. I just have to mail a file. And with one fell swoop, I'll have destroyed both of my rivals, Kakarot and Yamcha.
Pick up milk on your way home, okay?
Fine, just leave me alone!